Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Deus Ex Human Revolution. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we have a plasma rifle. I don't know what it's for. I'm gonna use it though. I mean, I know what it's for. It's for shooting robots. That's what it's gonna do. But we haven't used it yet, so... What am I seeing? Ammunition case. With a bad ammunition. Always. Always. And a computer that I also forgot about a little. Let's see what we have. This might disable it might disable the turret. And if it does, then, well, I guess we're not shooting it. But I wanted to pick ammo up, so I picked it. Picked it up. Wow, this one was easy. Real easy.
Access granted.
And it does disable the turret. Where is this? Naturally, I disabled it before, but... Okay, so we have too much ammo. I have the Burke's revolver over here that... Yeah. So what if I eat one of the big chocolates? Nah, I'll just hang on to the big chocolates. You keep that. I don't need that. And all these dead people, they punched each other to death on account of their brains not working a whole lot. Hallucinations, it seems like. And this is what happens to Homo sapienses when they suffer hallucinations. They just become incredibly aggressive and incredibly goofy, very, very goofy, and they kill each other with their aggression and their goofiness. What? I'm just looking for loot. What? Oh, that's the game pointing me in the right direction. That's what that is. Although, yeah, because nobody would yeah, I wouldn't be able to figure that out. That's all I'm saying. Actually, I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. It is it's good. It's good design because it's actually pretty easy to miss that the window is broken. Not that that's an issue, because you should be able to break the other ones. And in fact, I'm gonna give it a try if the game gives me a chair, but it doesn't.
I don't think you want to do that, Mr. Jensen. Disengage lockdown, and whatever demons this station contains are likely to come crashing out on us.
Afraid to die, Darrow? Or just unwilling to face what you've done?
Oh, I know what I've done. Believe me. I take no pleasure in it.
And yet you still did it.
I did what had to be done. 20 years ago, I gave the world augmentation technology. I thought I was giving it a bright future, but instead I gave it the means to destroy itself. No law, no UN regulation was going to fix that.
People are dying out there. Hundreds of thousands of people driven to the brink of insanity because of you.
I had to convince the world. Before today, people believed we should steal fire from the gods and redesign human nature. But human nature is the only thing we have that gives us a moral compass and the social skills we need to live in peace. Destroy it, and you destroy our very species.
Don't paint yourself a savior in this. What you're doing is insane.
Is it? When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you as they had planned, from the inside out. No one will be able to use the technology I invented to make others into beings they desire. Something we both know has happened already.
You think you're Frankenstein? Killing his own monster?
Actually, Mr. Jensen, I prefer to think of myself as Daedalus, watching helplessly as his child crashes into the sea.
I'm ending this. Now.
You can't. The signal is being generated from the broadcast center at the base of this facility. Panchea's security system has been programmed to protect it, and will kill you before you even get close.
You designed that system, Darrow. You can tell me how to shut it down.
but I won't. You think what I'm doing is extreme. You simply don't understand. For humanity to survive beyond this century, it must abandon ill-conceived notions about transcendence and embrace change. But for that to happen, the hard lesson must be learned. Blood must be shed.
Let's see. Tends to dismiss other people and viewpoints, creating an emotional wall between or behind which he retreats. Views himself as an educator of lesser people, may be destabilized if his arguments are proven wrong. Can easily convert people to his cause if not used, is not used to resistance. Okay, let's critique then. I think that is probably the one that fits this the best.
What you're doing is horrific. It has to stop. You can't force people to change. They have to do it on their own, or they'll end up resenting you for it. And doing it like this? My God, Darrow, it's insane.
It is not insane, Mr. Jensen. Tragic, yes. Unavoidable? No. You, of all people, should be able to understand this. In your former career, were you not sometimes called upon to kill in the line of duty? To carry that grim responsibility in order to save others? You must realize this is no different. Only the scale has changed. Because the threat we face as a species is so extreme.
Yeah, he's a super cop. That's the career that he's referring to. So, yeah. Let's see. I think this one was the emotional wall behind which he retreats.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. None of it matters, because this is what will happen now. After today, whatever you say will be dismissed as the ravings of a mass murderer. You were one of the greatest minds of our time, and tomorrow you'll be nothing but a killer.
I have shown the world the worst of itself, Mr. Jensen. As long as people understand that, what they say of me doesn't matter. Look at everything that has happened since this technology developed. Search your heart. You know as well as I do that humanity is on a downward spiral, torn apart from within because people like you can't resist the temptation to play God with your own evolution. Can't you see why we must take the temptation away?
He's just an idiot. Play God with he's playing the super cop, trying to kill a bunch of people so that it saves whatever. Like, it's just dumb argument, and then just to bring the whole with your own evolution. There's no evolution here, you fucking idiot. It's not evolution, you idiot. Evolution is a bad term to begin with. It's natural selection, and if it isn't natural, it's unnatural selection, which is fine, which is what we do to crops, for example. What is it called? There's a name for it. You know, like when we plant.
More to say,
Oh, I'm gonna shut you up like that because I have a key that shuts you up. Nothing more to say as I ramble about his inane philosophy that isn't even correct. Yeah, so the idea behind evolution being guidable is the crux of a lot of science fiction settings and stuff like that. And obviously it is the crux of what is going on here. It's just like the what are they called? What are the things that the things in the brain that Deus Ex has? All of it is it's the new next stage in evolution and stuff like that. But that's not what evolution is. What evolution is a simplified way to express how animals and plants, well, living organisms, and not just that, anything that is subject to selection, natural or otherwise, tends to basically keep the characteristics that are best suited for the environment, basically, and so that's why the T-Rex is now a chicken, and that is evolution. Obviously, you can immediately tell that a T-Rex is a lot cooler than a chicken, and so evolution might not be a very good word for it, and it is not. It is not a good word to use. For many reasons. There's a lot of reasons, but natural selection is the correct correct word to use. But I think using it removes the any connection, removes any connection for any of the arguments that these people are being like, oh, it's the next step in human evolution. No, because you don't use the word evolution, you say the next step in human natural selection, and then it doesn't make sense because it's not natural. It's, inherently directed evolution or directed a step. But the other issue is that it's necessarily going to require eugenics, which is, the science behind, it's not, eugenics is not necessarily scientific. It can be used in scientific. What is eugenics actually? It is the aspect. I think it's the aspect of any endeavor that pertains to genes. That's how it works. That's the correct, the correct description of it. But it is going to involve treating either newborn people so that their genes don't have a certain thing, or figuring out a way to change change the genes of living people, or doing something like sending it an FEV or sort of thing all across the planet so that everybody becomes a super mutant. And obviously that is a reference to Fallout. But you need to come up with like these really drastic and really immoral and bad things to do to society for it to be in any way related to evolution, because the new people being born will carry those traits. Otherwise, if they don't carry those traits, it's not evolution. It's just it's a better leg, mate. You need a better leg. You need to go to the doctor and see about that. It's all I'm saying. And his argument is just silly. And then he's just like, why do you do this in your RPG? Why do you... Seriously. Anyway, let's bring the sound back, and I think I'm gonna lose this, so I'll go with a pheromone influence here. And I think it's a beta, so betas can be appealed to. Let's go.
Maybe you're right, Darrow. Maybe someone like me can't understand how dangerous this technology is. Maybe I do need you to remind me what it is to be human. To show compassion for the people out there. People who've already learned the truth in your message and who just need this to stop.
Oh, very nice, Mr. Jensen. Attempting to manipulate my emotions like the true sociopath you have become and proving my point once again. Well, it will not work.
Will it not? Will it not? But what of the Let's Play? There's a Let's Play. I don't... Yeah, he's all over the place. It's tricky. So I extrapolated. Let's do an appeal now.
You want us to see what you see. Fine. Our humanity is threatened because technology is messing with our minds. But how can we recognize this message when we're grieving over the people you forced us to leave behind? Friends and neighbors, people we care about. Is the image of their murders the vision you want us to have?
Perhaps I should have used a scalpel instead of a sledgehammer. But these are desperate times, Mr. Jensen. Surely you can understand that. It was my genius that created the technology. My vision that seduced Zarif and Zhao and all the others who now feed off of it. They seek to stand on the shoulders of my research without comprehending the danger that people like you pose to mankind. I am the only one with the perspective, the insight, to know what is needed.
I think I'll do a critique again. I'll, instead of doing the personality type thing.
People like me? People like me? You're not interested in saving humanity, Darrow, no matter how loud you shout it. This is about jealousy, pure and simple. Everything you're doing today is in service to your wounded ego. Because you can't stand anyone leaving you behind.
And who better to know ego and jealousy than you, eh, Mr. Jensen? You and I, we're two sides of the same coin. I could have been you if it weren't for this damned blood in my veins. But I was cheated by my own DNA. Cursed to become a cripple. And I am not the only one. As long as this technology exists, mankind will continue to divide. Help me make us all equal again.
Equal again? When was mankind equal? You're fucking out of your mind. This guy is just... the conversation is so vapid all the time, though. It's not like... Like, he just glosses over the fundamental point. He's gonna start rambling again, so I'm gonna start rambling and I'm gonna mute him. He glosses over the point of, oh no, UN regulation, which, by the way, the UN doesn't make regulations. But in this game he does. No UN regulation or law is going to prevent people from abusing this power. Well, it's not about the law and about the freaking, like, he just glosses over that. No discussion is given there. But it is important to discuss that, because it isn't about the law and it isn't about the regulations. It's about who holds the power. And if you don't have patents for this, which he registered himself, he's the one. If he's the inventor, he's the one responsible for the patents to be owned by certain companies and be licensed, most likely, by certain companies. So he's the one responsible for this shit, because if it is open source, or I say open source, but it's, you know, free, there's the proper term for patents that, you know, that are free. But yeah, if the patent rights are waived? There's some terms for it, but the point is, yeah, it's a powerful thing. But the reason why it's used like this is because it's in the hands of a very few people, and a very few powerful people that actually have a very vested monetary interest in making sure people don't know what is in their brains, whatever it is. Because obviously, it's not necessarily just in your brains. A lot of the vast majority of my augmentations are for my legs and for my arms and for my things. So this whole focus on the brain is kind of weird, but still it connects to the brain. So sure, whatever. But it's silly. It's silly that there's no conversation about that, because that's what's really at stake, is how his technology is used, and more importantly, that is the real life lesson. I say life lesson, but the real lesson that we can take from this game into real life. Because, you know, that sort of question applies to other technologies that are powerful and have real life social implications in real life. And understanding first off, just talking about openness, just talking about transparency. Just talking about it as just a theme in the game would be great, because, you know, people often forget that it is a possibility. It is possible for us to just have, you know, like what the scientific community does, which is all peer-reviewed and all that sort of stuff. No science is science in mystery. Like, oh, I'm a scientist, I found this big thing, and nobody else knows, just me, I found it. No, that's not science. It's not peer reviewed. It's not. If you can't disprove it, no, it doesn't work. That's not science. It might be right, but a lot of things are right and are not science. Well, I guess. Well, it's kind of complicated to say it like that. A lot of things it might work, is what I mean to say. A lot of things work and are not science, because science is more or less the explanation. In simple terms, science is the explanation of facts rather than the facts themselves. But my point is, this whole conversation is centered exclusively around how bad it is that a lot of people are goofily killing each other in such goofy ways, as we saw in the cutscene before. So yeah, that's what we're arguing here, which makes the stakes completely irrelevant. Really, they're not. Everybody in the world is dying. So that's not irrelevant, but it is irrelevant because well, first off, it wasn't us who did it, and obviously there's going to be a resolution, and the game is scripted, so it doesn't really matter how fast we are. It's just, whatever. I think I'm going to go with the extrapolate here. It's the only one that I haven't used, and I think it's going to work.
You can't have the future, so no one can, is that it? Open your eyes, Darrow. Look at what your obsession is doing to the world. When all of this is over, nothing will be left but anarchy and fear, smoldering in the ashes of burning cities. How can anything be rebuilt from that?
No, that's not what I wanted. There must be something left, some hope of renewal. Because without hope, there is nothing. I will give you what you want, Mr. Jensen. Codes to shut down Panchaea's security system. But you'll still be in danger. Much of the system is self-determining and lethal. When you see it, maybe then you'll understand. The technology I created will not be the future any one of us desires. Please, help the world understand that.
Where's the thing? Did I get it? Pocket Secretary? Yes. This is an automatically generated message from the Panchaea Oceanic Installation 5 Hieron core with something or other. Have received your request for a bunch of things dedicated. It's the... There we go. Hello, Father, says the computer, clearly becoming self-aware and talking to Hugh Darrow. That's definitely what is going on.
Put that away.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
The codes should help you shut down the Hieron project, Panchaea's security system. When you see it, you will understand. There is no room for this technology in the world. Do not let me keep you. Use the codes and shut down the signal. When you do, the fate of the world will be in your hands. Do not let me keep you. Use the codes.
Yeah, that's what you get for not shutting up. For saying the same thing twice. Okay, so where are we supposed to use this? Hey, you, where's the codes? It's just a lot of people called dead body. Seriously, where's the codes? Well, not here. Not here. Yeah, let's go. We're good. That was a tranquilizer to the heart.
Richard, the lockdown's disengaged. I'm heading back to the hangar to see if those blast doors are open. Have you been able to raise anyone?
I'm picking up several glimmers, but there's too much interference. I think you're on your own, Jensen.
Careful there, Francis. You almost sound like you regret that.
No, he's a jerk, and we hate him. No, but Jensen probably doesn't hate him, because Jensen is a jerk as well. So, you know, to each their own, I suppose. Don't like that.
Just let me finish! Just let me finish! I got a job to do! I got a job to do!
Ow, ow, yes. Didn't even get to the meaty.
Stop running! I've got to do this!
Such a goofy attack! What was that?
Please! I don't want to!
Do we not?
Making me do it!
Are they?
I can't control them anymore!
I ate chocolate, by the way. They are so goofy. The animations don't work at all. They were just walking. Wow, good job, mate. Good job. I didn't have a chocolate with me. I don't know why. Why did that not happen? Oh well. Did I not eat a chocolate? I definitely ate a chocolate. I wasn't fast enough, but we're good. Let's go. Let's do this. Did he say fuck you, I hate you, something or other?
It's in my head! Stop running!
I'm not running. You're running. Actually, speaking of running, I think I will need to run. Oh! He stops me.
Monster!
I'm not. Okay, chocolate time. Oh, maybe I can't eat the chocolate if I'm getting hit. Yeah. I don't know. Either way. We did it.
Have to do what they tell me. Don't be difficult! This is best for both of us!
It really isn't.
Dude!
I did it. I did it. They don't seem to wake each other up, which is good.
No, no.
Yes, yes. In the face. Ah. Oh, perfectly cut screams. Am I right? Okay, so we have been here before, and there's nothing for us. It's just a bunch of these people that we're gonna punch a lot. Wow.
Sneak. I see you, sneaker.
That camera shift is hilarious. Them being stuck in place is hilarious. All of this is so hilarious. Why? Why did they design it like that? Wow, I don't even know what that move was. The last move that that this guy got in the face. Yeah, what was that? It was like a double punch, like a back slam followed by a right-hander. That can't be. That can't be a proper technique, is it? Anyway, we're out of time for the day, so we're gonna need to continue punching these people in the next episode. I don't know where they came from, but they did. But for right now, I'm Colonel Happy. Also, I don't know why they weren't killing each other, like everybody else. Don't ask me. We don't know. It's the whatever. But yeah, as I was saying, for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Deus Ex Human Revolution. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye bye.